We certainly have,
Shaun
Hazel.
Murphy to break.
What a reception for both players, and what an atmosphere we've got here in the Alexander Palace Arena. Shaun Murphy gets the evening session underway. Good length for the cue ball, and you're going to get that tonight, Ken. Every shot will be greeted with a tremendous round of applause. It's some atmosphere.
It's making the hairs at the back of my neck stand up, John. And anyway, I don't know what it's like for these two players out there, but what an atmosphere. Fantastic reception. We know how crowds love a comeback, and they certainly want to see plenty of frames tonight, but what can Neil Robertson do? Must get off to a good start. Imperative for him to get this first frame on the board. Now that's a good start. And the safety is going to have to be very, very good tonight, John, because anything Shaun Murphy saw, particularly from distance and when he was in the balls, he was just playing so good that he's going to have to hide that white at every opportunity.
Yes, he's going to put pressure on every department. And the long pot success, well, Shaun 50%, it could be higher. But Neil Robertson, who we regard as probably the best potter in the world, 43% long pot success. That's low for Neil. Obviously not a path or an easy path through to get the cue ball back to the balk end. He contemplated coming off the side cushion, but there's a loose reds on either side of the cluster. As we see the high breaks of the two players, this is the virtual image. Here's the player's point of view, and there isn't a direct route back to balk. Got to be careful here. Played it well, and I think he's put the cue ball in a safe area. That's all he could do.
Somewhere down behind the green, but he's got to get it tight to the ball cushion. Just makes cueing a bit more difficult, and it's pretty good. Got to be careful here. Doesn't want to knock a red towards the corner pocket. He's played it pretty well. He played it hard enough to come back towards the pack.
Typical opening frame of a session. Tentative. Who's going to get the first chance? Another good length of cue ball from Shaun. Like it was going to be a good reply, but as I've said on many occasions, you've got to avoid the balk colours if you're going to make it a good safety. Catching the brown full in the face, left the cue ball on the balk line, and I think there's a red that will go to the right corner.
Yes, and taking this on, he may be able to stun between pink and red here. Reds for the black. Great shot. Oh, what an opener. What an opener. Finished a bit low on the black, but he's got a lovely angle, John, to go into the pack here.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, there's a lot of pressure on Neil Robertson not to leave long pots on. In goes the black. He's just about on a red to the right middle. It could have been better.
8.
What a terrific opening pot. Well, there's one to the right middle. They always look easier from the top here. And there may be one to the left middle. But the one to the right middle looks the better choice. Well, he's decided he's going to play this one to the far right corner. No. I could only assume he played it in such a way where he was thinking he could leave the cue ball where he didn't leave anything. I don't think that is the case. I think he's left an easy starter for Neil Robertson.
Yeah, that was a mistake from Shaun Murphy. He wanted to, when taking on that red, push the cue ball past the pack there to cover that easy opener. Watch the cue ball here. Wanted to push that cue ball just another couple of inches to the left, and he wouldn't have been on this starter, and that was a misjudgment. Now, these are the type of opportunities that Neil must take.
Yeah, when you're close to the cushion like this, there's not a lot you can do. You just hope that the potting angle on the blue, the cue ball will just run into other reds. He potted the blue and he got the kiss, and it was a good one. It's perfect.
6.
Just slightly hampered by this red. Going to try and stun out just for the black into the opposite corner pocket here. Pink also available.
7.
Okay. Got the easy red to
13.
the right corner. Just checking to see if the black goes into the opposite corner pocket. Maybe it doesn't. But I think the pink's available to the left middle, so it shouldn't be a problem for position. That black looks tight, doesn't it? But as I say, the pink is available.
Yeah, if you can get the cue ball into somewhere near that little round circle I put in there, should be okay for the pink into the left centre. It's never easy when you're using the long rest and extension. Sometimes you get into the cue ball sometimes a little bit too much, but he's judged it nicely. And I think the bottom of the two reds to the left of the pink will, bottom one will pot into this bottom right hand corner pocket, so it doesn't
14.
have too much work to do with the cue ball here.
Well, I don't see any reason why he would want to hold the pink spot. If he has, the pink will go on the highest available, which is a brown spot. Might not make any difference, but I'd rather a pink stayed on its spot here. It's just a second choice for position if you don't get
21.
nicely on a red to play for the black.
$28. 29. $36. 37. 44.
36 points the lead. Still 91 remaining, so quite a bit to do yet to get past the winning line in this frame. Certainly not straightforward,
45.
but he'd be glad of the opportunity. Big frame, this opening one, this evening session for Neil. Now, would like to cannon the red close to the cushion. He didn't get the cannon, but he's okay. He's landed on the one to the left middle.
50.
This really the last of the easy reds to play on. So imperative he gets a good angle now on the black. Oh, that's careless.
51.
That's so careless. The one thing he didn't want to do there was leave himself hampered. Poor shot, you've got to say.
Neil Robertson,
well,
51.
What a lovely little kiss for Neil Robertson there. That little kiss in the blue may have blocked the path of one of these reds into the corner pocket. Shaun Murphy having a look at it, looking at his body language, it may pot. Well, it just about does pot. I thought it may have
Can you
blocked
just stay there, please? You've been asked to stay still during the frame.
A little disturbance in the crowd there. Someone moving, but hasn't disturbed Shaun Murphy's concentration. Now, chance for a counter-attack. Balls aren't nicely positioned, but get a few points on the board. Nice angle on this red to bring the blue and red into play as well if he wishes.
8.
May just hold for the black.
Thank you. 9.
He could go into that blue and red now if he chooses.
$16.
Oh, this is a tough shot, isn't it, John? I mean, he's got to play the red into the green pocket, but he's got to play it with a lot of pace. It makes the shot so much more difficult.
Shaun Murphy, 16.
Yeah, I think he was only just playing the pot, and if he'd got the pot, would have played a snooker. He didn't play with all the pace that was needed, and well, once it came back towards the cue ball, a bit fortunate not to leave an easier shot for Neil Robertson than this, but Neil will be kicking himself his last visit to the table. That poor positional shot on the black. Double kiss, the dreaded double kiss. So he left a chance for Shaun, but the way the balls are, the red near the blue, the one on the left-hand side cushion, it's no easy chance. And Shaun still 27 points behind.
One.
Not the best positional shot. It was always
7.
difficult to get good position on this red, but looked risky to play the pot for me here, particularly with that cue ball tight against the side cushion.
Yeah, great shot.
8.
Because he was so tight to the side cushion, couldn't get the cue ball away from the cushion. And
Well, that's why I questioned whether he was going to play the pot. Okay, it was a good pot, but he was never going to be on a colour. He's got an extra point out of it, that's all. 19 points behind, 43 remaining.
just looking at
Yellow ball.
trying to put the cue ball somewhere behind the brown on this ball cushion. Trying to
Shaun
cover the
Murphy.
red on the left. Hasn't quite done that.
Good shot. Well, the yellow just half covering this red, so he's got to be very precise, otherwise he'll get a double kiss and could leave this red on. Just managed to avoid the double kiss, and he'll like the way this red's going. That's nice. Surely not a plant. Ooh, it's not far off. I think if they were very close together, he could possibly make it, but I'm not certain how much of the reds he can hit. With the green blocking the path, maybe.
Well, there's a possible shot on here, Johnny. Cushion first, lots of right hand side. The cue ball will miss the blue and the black and bring it back into balk, and may get the plant as well. Watch the cue ball though. He's played this really well. He's played it very, very well indeed. I think he's covered the red. What an excellent shot he's played there.
Very good. And as we can see, he's just covered that red near the corner pocket, and Shaun covered on the other one. 19 points behind. He's got to get it safe. Here we see the shot that Ken described. Of course, it helped that the blue was adjacent to that corner pocket, but nevertheless, good shot. And that's all that Shaun could do. But you just feel at the moment it's advantage Neil Robertson in this tactical exchange.
Yeah, normally, player try and put the red into the middle of the table, cue ball behind the black, but the blue was probably a bigger target here. 1, 2, possibly 3 cushions behind the blue, red into balk area. Yeah, he tried to get it over there, but it's not too bad.
Caught that much too thick, but fortunately for Shaun, the red careered into the green and kept it at that end of the table.
That was a wonderful, clever shot. Not quite sure whether he's got the full cover in the red on the right-hand side. Well, he has. Very clever shot from Neil Robertson. Well, Shaun Murphy can come off the side cushion and try and drop on the red that's on the nearest the ball cushion. Dead weight, but he's got to be very, very careful with this. If he's not dead weight behind the red, he could be leaving the other one in the open into the green pocket. It's all about pace here. Oh, he's played it well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's all Shaun could do, so still advantage Neil, and he could use that yellow and brown as a blocker to the 2 red. Just nudge this red over to the other one. The pink will come into play as well, so it could be another snooker here. Now is a path past the pink. Shaun just stepping back, letting referee Brendan Moore have a look, just in case he has to replay it, because of course the referee needs to know what's sticking out of the red, if anything, and the way Shaun's thinking about it. And we'll have a look at his point of view. And no, there's no gap there. And this time, it's not as easy just to nestle on a red and leave it safe. So he's playing the swerve. Caught the red very thick, and he's going to leave it. He's going to leave it. So here's Neil Robertson's chance to take the first frame.
Yeah, and the green, John, as you said, knocked in a safe position a few moments ago, but for a left-hander, the green is not really that safe at all, so good chance now for Neil Robertson.
One.
Well, the fuse and ours is that red went in, but everybody thought the cue ball was going to go close to the corner. It did, but he was aware it wasn't going to go in off. But he's left himself a bit of a distance here between the cue ball and the blue. We should think it'd be the ball to play. I think the yellow is not blocking the potting angle of the red to the far right corner. He's looking for this blue and one more red in the colour.
Well, he's looking at putting the cue ball somewhere in the vicinity of the yellow pocket, top left-hand corner pocket as we look.
Neil Robertson won.
And again, played a good shot, but he'd be very disappointed. He couldn't have won the frame from that position.
Yes, that was a great chance. How many do you get?
Well, he took a major risk there, Shaun Murphy. Tried to play a clever shot, wanted to hit that quarter ball and took the cue ball behind the yellow, but hit it almost full ball. And again, another chance for Neil Robertson here.
Yeah, I'm surprised Shaun played it like that, a little bit firmer. That red could have kissed off the yellow and come down this end of the table. Now, just got to get this cannon right. He's missed the cannon.
One.
So another opportunity has gone here. He's had 3 clear-cut opportunities, and he's not made the most of them.
Yeah, and he had such margin for error there. I mean, he was trying to cannon that brown almost half ball, quarter ball.
Painful.
Missed it by quite some margin. Okay, he's putting the pink
Neil
safe.
Robertson won.
Makes it more difficult for Shaun Murphy, but problem is now for Neil Robertson, he's going to need that green. He's only 21 points ahead. Well, I'm just looking here, John. It'd be a risky shot, but can he lay the cue ball behind the pink here, knock the yellow to the top cushion? Very dangerous.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too risky, but the one thing he doesn't want to do is move that pink away from the side cushion. This is a good cue ball. And it's a good yellow as well. Couldn't have played that much better. Is the cue ball going to bounce? No. Well, I'm going to say not quite. But Neil still needs yellow and green. He goes for yellow.
2.
Needs the green to go 26 points in front with only 22 remaining. Would you risk the double? Well, he did.
Neil Robertson 2.
And he won't be too displeased with the outcome. I think he's got the snooker. Well, maybe there's just an edge sticking out. just over the 30-minute mark for this important, very important frame, you feel, for Neil Robertson. And with the chances he's had, if he loses it, it would be a real body blow. But he'd only have himself to blame. Well, I never thought about that one. Lucky boy.
Years of practice, those shots, eh? Wow. What a fluke. Can he get it safe, Shaun Murphy? Oh, he's played it well. Well, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh. It's like one of your trick shots, Shaun.
Well, the things that can happen on the snooker table, it never ceases to amaze you. You thought that fluke snooker by Neil would set him up the frame, but look at this. He's only thinking to get it safe. He's just absolutely perfect and got the snooker. And now Neil has got to hit the screen and leave it safe. And that's not going to be safe. So there's only the pink between Shaun Murphy and winning the first frame of the session. Somehow.
Three.
Now, just leave an half ball blue. That's where he wants the cue ball to be, where he's pointing now. As I say, this will be a body blow to Neil Robertson. He's had so many chances. He's not screwed back far enough. He was looking for an half ball blue to cannon the pink away from the left side cushion. That's not an option now.
I'm just wondering, will he leave the double here? Screws back about 6 or 8 inches before the middle pocket on the right hand side. No.
Thank you. 12.
Had a look at it, didn't fancy it. Pink. Try and get it in the middle of the ball cushion. And the tighter the better.
Shaun Murphy, 12.
Very, very good. Excellent shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. And I wouldn't say that puts Neil at a disadvantage. If he can play this with a ton of right-hand side, just look where he's going now. Past the left-hand side, the black. He's pointing there. If he could hit that pink full in the face, the cue ball would stay where the pink is, and he could even get a snooker. But he's got to hit it full. Anything but, as he looks at the scoreboard, anything but, then, well, he's not going to risk that one. But the problem with this, he's going to send it towards a corner, you feel. He's going to send it towards a corner. And now he's gifted the frame to Shaun Murphy. I can't believe he decided on that shot. Well, this is a frame that Neil Robertson should have won. He knows it. I don't think he's going to win it now. Well, he will be absolutely mortified, Neil Robertson. Shaun Murphy will be delighted. He always looks second best in that frame. It was a very important frame for Neil Robertson, but it's gone the way of Shaun Murphy. He now stretches his lead. Leads by 5.